Enemy Within, September 5th.
Last time.
I also have the recap. Here. Brownout customers begin to demand drinks, so the gambler decides he wants to steal beer from another tavern. Pistolier bets 75 silver against it. Party arrives at the banded eel, whereupon Doc and Bairn pose as alcohol police and demand that Earhart, the tavern keeper, give up his kegs of beer because they are contaminated. A couple of toughs, for whatever reason, approach Martin and threaten him. Meanwhile, Doc gets impatient, goes outside, and is attacked by green-cloaked malevolent figures, including a man with fangs, long prehensile tongue, and flaccid ears. Martin, having been pushed to the ground by a ruffian, storms out, but is also attacked in the streets and does not make it home to his fancy inn. The investigator recovers 2 coins dropped by the ruffian that smell like warhorse. The next day, the master fop...
Was it the coins or the ruffian?
The coins.
The ruffians.
The next day, the master fop gets new clothes, but the tailor notices his arm tattoo. The tailor is never seen again. The knight hires an apothecary to make a house call and heal the thief. The party meets with Brother Frost at the Temple of Ulrich to try and gain access to the blessed flame of Ulrich in order to cleanse the bell clapper. After strenuous argument, the party is told to come back for an audience with the High Priest Weiss of Ulrich.
Oh, that's right. I told the guy that we could just leave the tainted bell clapper and then go tell all the pilgrims that there's a tainted, corrupted bell clapper in there. Have a nice day.
So my new abilities, in order for me to be able to get spells, I actually have to buy them as an action?
Yes, you buy them as an action.
Okay, so I have nothing right now then. Okay. Do I have the
You have that book. Remember the book with the flaming
No, but you
comet
can
of
buy
death?
it. You can acquire it.
Okay, that's stuff you have to acquire. Okay. And what about cantrips? I was reading up on cantrips.
You have to buy each of those individuals.
Cantrips, really?
Yeah. If you're not if you don't start out as an apprentice wizard, you don't get them.
So I just had this fancy tattoo then.
I've got my house rules say consult section 44B, page.
Come on, man. You gotta,
17.
you're asking that question. It's right in the house rules.
You got it. So you have the skills, but not the cantrip spells.
Yes. Here it is. Oh, yes, that's right. Yeah.
Could you please pass those down?
Because the apprentice wizard...
You don't have to buy channeling curry favor separately. You'll get that action automatically. You still have to buy cantrips and blessings separately.
Yeah.
Normally you have to buy everything.
You want house rules?
Without Jay's house rules, if you moved into apprentice wizard, you couldn't cast spells. You didn't have spells. You had to spend like 20 points to even be able to do anything.
So I've got nothing then.
You have the ability to cast. You automatically get channeling or whatever.
Yeah, but I have nothing to cast.
Well, you have that flaming comet of death. That's probably like rank 5.
So now you want to start spending your...
Okay.
Hey, look.
You get a purple for every rank above.
All right, so I got my Mountain Dew, my Modelo, my sake, my A&W, and a glass of water.
Yeah.
And my vitamin water.
You're going to be peeing all night long.
If you implode from trying to cast that comet, I will find the pieces and I will bury you or throw you over the cliff. At the very least.
Part of it just cast us out and you're all going with me.
If you throw him over the cliff, the beast men are going to find him and throw him up on their beast pole and worship him as a...
Not if he implodes and there's just bits everywhere.
What's the worst that could happen?
Like 4 purples? Like casting spell?
Well, we're finally going to get to use these cards because he almost never gets cast stars anymore.
Who?
You.
Oh.
Don't you have to get like...
He doesn't have magic sight anymore.
I just did eagles.
Our house rule is if you get an uncanceled cast star, you got to roll for it.
Yeah, there's a very good chance he's going to get it.
Awesome. So what page was that stuff you were talking about?
Oh, Section C, Area 44, General 52, consult Section B, where it says switching, Chapter 4, consulting to an arcane divine career. You don't have to buy channeling career favor separate. You get that automatically, but you still have to buy your cantrips and blessings separately. And I believe your blessing allows you to have trained in that particular skill, right? Or does it give you an acquire first?
You acquire.
Okay, so then you can go to, as you start spending points, if you want. You don't have to. You could even join an order if you wish, but I don't suggest it.
Hey guys, look! Anybody like my tattoo? Don't look at me with your mystic sight. Get the magic tattoo.
Now, are we able to get the healer back, possibly? Because he only fixed my finger. I still have my spleen and nose.
God, you're a whiner.
Well, he was actually... We actually just paid him to stay
Okay.
in the tavern.
Yeah, if we get you completely fixed, then there's no point in me getting that ability that allows me to get 2 white dice if I'm in medium range of you.
Wow.
I didn't take that talent. If you're in there's a talent that if you're in medium range of a party member that's critically wounded, you get 2 white dice on every skill.
Yeah.
So I was thinking about taking that as a doc.
It's on every skill?
Every skill.
That's not broken at all.
Yeah.
Well, it's only broken if you're around Doc.
Hey, I
I'm
have
always-
use, okay?
I'm always like, hey Doc, I'm going with you. Just going to the bathroom. I'll be right there.
Oh, we got to
Stand so
roll
close?
Roll something. What's that?
I was going to say, does he have to stand so close while I'm going to the bathroom?
You want me to hold that for you?
It says medium range, not medium length.
24.
Well, we wouldn't want you to have the same accident in
14.
von Manstien. Didn't
Excuse me.
a little double action there.
16.
Scoping out your horse.
Scoping out my skills. Because I have that point.
You
bonus.
have none.
17, 18,
I
19.
have some serious skills.
I got mad skills. You just ain't seen them yet.
Yeah.
Investigator.
You a musketeer?
No, I said I'm an investigator. I think I'm just going to save my point from now on. Or from now.
And according to this, I do the Zeke spells, but I just said Celestial instead.
I had you just focus on Celestial for starting, but technically you can learn any spell in the book. The dark stuff you're going to have to find from somebody.
Okay.
The other ones you're just probably just going to have to murder the occasional Morite priest or
Maybe
something.
you can ask someone the next time you get raped.
Do you know any spells?
Why you gotta murder some
The
more
next party you attend.
What's
We'll invite you along.
with the murdering of the Mormons?
So you like getting raped by a Minotaur?
Oh, this is all wrong. You guys are party reputable social oath bound.
Yeah, yep. Martin's reputation is
Why don't you just
impeccable.
why don't you just write gay on the top of that?
No, they're oath bound.
They're oath bound?
Oath. Oath bound.
Yeah, not oath. Oath.
There you go.
Cool.
Reputable. Apparently you don't know Doc.
Inept team killing adventure cards.
Yeah. Dude, team killed anybody in
Yeah,
like,
we haven't burned that
months.
building.
Yeah, but you guys never get in any fights.
Well, yeah.
What are you talking about? Doc gets into a fight every time we play.
We're all about the social actions.
Sometimes it's with himself in an empty room and a mirror.
That did happen.
Doc Johanna says that the bar has been pretty violent since you guys have been since you've been gone. She'd like some hired on help. There have been people threatening her, threatening the bar, coming in, wanting to search rooms, asking where you guys are at, stuff like that. She figures if they just hire, a bouncer at the front door, preferably an ogre, a really large and strong and smart one, you'd just be all set.
I know this guy named Mogtor.
You know, if we got a halfling cook and an ogre bouncer,
Yeah, we
wouldn't have to pay the ogre anything.
We last saw him in Marienburg.
I don't know. Did he live?
Yeah.
Huh.
Halfling lived too.
Would it cost us more to have
But you got
the
exploded.
halfling chef
Yeah, I got
and the
blew
ogre?
with the tooth for an arm.
That's right.
Yeah, and my chick's just floating on the current right now, but she's not dead.
And your hand
That's
is probably
right.
floating down the river, still holding the tooth.
Yeah, and then
It's all bloated.
that annoying little dog is gonna come down to the
That's right.
creek. And
It's going to pick it up.
Oh, the dog. Johanna, what do these people look like that were asking around for us?
Mostly like to wear green. Really big fans of green.
Similar.
The one guy was kind of slack-jawed, was always doing this.
Did he have a face kind of like an octopus?
I don't know. He wore his hair really low, but he kept playing with his jaw.
Did he have flaccid ears?
I don't know about any flaccidity.
Didn't look that close.
That's not the usual greeting at midnight. We usually smell each other's butts here. This is Dogtown. Welcome to the Lord's Dogtown. Oh, anybody else want some more pizza?
Nope.
Good. I'm going to have about 8 pieces while I drink my 7 beverages. All right.
And he's going to have enough grease in his colon to slide anything out. You might want to delete that at the 17-minute mark.
1744. Anyways. Wow.
Oh yeah, so we need to go back and
Do we need to go back about the whole clap thing?
Yeah, we have to meet with him and the next day.
Vice the next day.
High priest.
And you're supposed to have a good reason for being there.
Yeah, we have the clap and we need him to cure it.
Right. And you have not yet talked to the person you were supposed to go check out.
Yeah, we haven't found her yet, have we?
Adele?
Yeah, she's disappeared.
But there's also the what's his name with the warehouses that are invisible.
There's an upcoming trial coming up. You guys are supposed to visit Von...
Aschenberger?
No, Von.
What's his name?
Let me look it up. Von Aschenbeck?
Is that what his name is?
Who's the guy who hired you?
That is... Jesus Christ. I don't know. It's loading.
Loading, please wait. Wait for Windows.
I'm getting the stupid... Yeah.
Was it Aschenbeck or Brenner that was
The
arrested?
captain's task was that
Aschenbeck
Captain
was arrested.
Marcus Barkas said
was
to check up
arrested
on Adele Ketzenborn.
Brennan is the second in command that
Who we think is
the-
actually controlling
Yeah.
things.
Graf Frederick has become concerned that von Aschenbeck may be overstepping the bounds of rivalry and descending into heresy or
Aschenbeck
treason.
Von Kaufman is who assigned us 3 tasks.
Yeah.
1. Find the wizard Robert Oppenheimer at the Collegium Theologica. Receive permission to cleanse the chaos-tainted bell clapper at the Temple of Orr. 2. Find Katzenbaum, the witch hunter. Find out what she knows about the Black Cow. 3. Investigate von Aschenbeck as the potential source of the sabotage of von Kaufman's holdings in Averheim.
We found out that Adele went somewhere, but then we didn't.
This is like with a brown owl.
She had 3 different locations. It turns out she was staying in the inn that you guys now own, correct?
Yes.
Right.
As you guys kicked in her screen and checked out the room and looted all of her gear, I believe.
Yeah, and then we found
Bled
out
all
she
over
went.
the room.
We found out she went somewhere, but then did we ever investigate?
We
Did we look further into that, or did we just go, meh?
No,
She'll come back here.
I think we were thinking she might come back, but didn't you snag her?
Yeah, a couple books I grabbed was
For
the
research, quote unquote.
Magister Vol something, and Liber Statica.
The Magister
Veronica.
Voluptatus,
Oh yes.
also known as Voluptatus.
And that's the erotica. I think is
Yes.
what that second book was. It's you just fold out triplicate.
At least that's what you saw, looking through the window as you guys were walking away, and he was alone with the book.
He's all like, "Wow, look at those tentacles."
So some leads you guys can be following up are the church thing. Adele has not returned here. You guys happened to cross the murder scene that supposedly implicates von Aschenbeck. He's been put in jail. You have not visited his family, his estate, or him in jail. You have no idea what he's up to.
Wasn't there something about his daughter?
Yeah, something about his daughter's been talked about in town.
Yeah, there was
rumor
something about his
mostly.
daughter. I don't remember exactly what was said, but there was something that we heard about his daughter.
We had those the 3 code names: the Shifting Blade, Also Deny, and Hidden Truth.
That was related to.
Do you have anything in there about his daughter?
No.
Because there was something that
The Hidden Truth was the name of the guy at the party that he was at.
He was at.
Yeah,
'cause that other
he
gal
had the
mentioned-
sideburns, and he
that's
went
right.
down in the basement and
And the goatee.
had his way with.
he used the purple-headed monster and showed Martin the hidden truth.
Yeah, Johanna was actually at that party.
Yes. Johanna relates a tale about the party that Martin attended.
Yeah,
Tales of abhorrent rites and a strange
goatee
man
and
known as the
sideburns.
Hidden Truth that was bald with blonde goatee and sideburns.
He's not known as the Hidden Truth. He handles the Hidden Truth. And he meets out the Hidden Truth.
He's got sideburns behind his ears.
Oh, Lordy.
Oh, excuse me.
All right.
Mom's the only one that's seen. the
And
Hidden
the
Truth.
little old lady who let you into the house, turns out she's probably professional. She seemed a little too pretty good at what she did. And nobody's heard or seen from her since. You've not been back to that place to check it out. Or did you go back there?
Nope.
All right.
We're not
we
very-
just tried to get
I
beer.
just now became an investigator. None of us were professional
You
before.
need now I'm going to have to get... You're going to need one of those little flip pads.
flip pads.
Okay, yeah, that was the journal. The journal had these names: Shifting Blade, All Seeing Eye, Hidden Truth.
Right, that we
That's
got
right.
a gander at. They took it, though, didn't
Wait
they?
a minute. Shifting Blade, the Hidden Eye,
All-seeing eye.
the All-Seeing Eye, and the Hidden
third
Truth.
eye.
Are these actually in the book, Jay, or did you just look up some names that could be interchanged with some palace style?
That's not how I roll.
Yeah, let me give you the Shifting Blade. Have you ever seen the All-Seeing Eye? I don't think you can handle the Hidden Truth. Come on. Oh, God.
Lordy.
All right.
So violent.
What do you want to start with? You guys have all met back at the Brown Owl. It's morning. It's quiet.
So it's the next day.
We probably have a little bit of time. Why don't we investigate
All right,
Ashenberger before going
okay.
and having your clap fixed?
Okay. Did you want to do your healing check? Did you want to do
Yes.
to try and get rid of your? So you'll have to pay the apothecary.
And we get our toughest back and wounds overnight.
$1,000,000.
Standard one.
Can I get that house rules back?
No.
Okay.
Oh, did you guys have any temporary insanities last session?
No.
I think I have
No.
actually, I think I got a permanent one.
You
I
got
just
at
have
least
my.
one
I
permanent,
have
I think,
a
right?
permanent one.
I have my permanent one that I've had for a while now.
I told you it'd be in permanent insanity. Nobody's going to die from wounds. You're all going to descend into madness.
I tried to get some temporary insanities and I could never make it.
Are we actually
enough.
making any money?
Last night you didn't because you're still just kind of revving things up, but she got it figured out that you'd probably be able to do something in the future now.
Did you have
if-
sex with any clients?
If you're able to keep the violence down.
I'm still. No.
You know that if you're able to start some gambling and you could very quickly probably get the house some money. You would know how to do that sort of thing. And it'll bring in a more concentrated type of clientele. You know,
Thieves.
scum, vagabonds.
Wretched scum.
What we
and
need to
villainy.
do is go find an ogre and change the name to the Brown Ogre. It's
there
the
you
owl
go.
scratched out.
Yeah.
Ogre.
I like it.
Yeah, right now it's just that, the picture of the owl's eyes, but the bottom half of the wood fell off, so it's just his little nose and the two eyes.
Nice.
Looks like that.
I would have found a competent tailor that can make up a kind of like a nice little arm wrap for me.
All right. Go ahead and make a folklore or anything kind of local carousing type stuff. Oh man, look at the fire coming out of that flame. Look at that. Oh, just torching it up in there. Wish we had a bug zapper in the house.
I forget how much it was for the apothecary.
That's what I'm trying to remember.
Okay, we won't do that.
It was pretty cheap.
It was like
It was like 20 silver or something.
Jamie, will you grab him another blue die?
It's too far away.
Always getting in character.
Actually, one more as I need because my fellowship of 5.
We're all really impressed, Martin. We're all.
Oh, it's over there,
It's
right by your foot.
Oh,
See, if you were a priest, you'd be doing great because priest spellcasting involves fellowship.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
It's 15 silver, 1 first aid check per day. Except unless you want to, you were getting the physician level apothecary, which is 40 silver.
40, I think that's right.
How many black on that? How many purple, black?
Just now you're looking for reputable ones we won't talk a lot.
Yeah.
At the place that you're staying, the inn that you were staying, remember they're very quiet about things. They know somebody and they can find you somebody. Make your check. You just need to make contact and make it real.
I got a comet.
One in a row already on the first roll of the game.
Success and a comet.
Roll it. See what the worst that could possibly happen. See if it happens.
I need a D10. A comet, not a chaos star.
Oh, you got a comment. Roll it. Yeah, let's see what happens.
Yeah, there's a
6.
comment list on there too. I keep forgetting about that.
You get the job done. They get you 2 really nice ones, which you could be used replaceably to their side if necessary.
Ooh.
And while the guy is finishing up,
Kill another tailor.
the Ripley's not allowed down here, Vaughn. Remember?
I know I bought going to bed.
Ripley, upstairs. Move it.
I bought going to bed.
She just went outside.
Let me close that.
So Tuesday, I get the call while I'm at work. Dog's paralyzed, can't lift the back legs. So she's not supposed to run down the stairs. Remember?
I know.
Vaughn, your concern is overwhelming.
All right, go to bed, please. So the screw comes loose in the ceiling that holds the chandelier of candles and crushes the guy to death right in front of you. Make a sanity check. It's going to be your discipline for 2 purples.
So the dog paralyzed and then not anymore?
To go to the vet, X-rater. Guess what? She's got that back. Something I've been telling her for like a month. But yeah, she couldn't get her legs up.
Ever been to doggy
Success.
chiropractor?
What's that?
A success.
A single success. Cool. You're standing there and you like relive the whole thing, like from the shaking of the dust in the ceiling, and then the chandelier falling, and the guy looking up, and the little spike down the middle of the chandelier going right down his gullet and exploding out his stomach and probably taking his heart with it. And the guy just T-bones him and he falls over dead right in front of you. You look at your new wrist garters.
I'll leave a copper piece.
All right, you're all set.
Meanwhile, Doc would have been like, and empty the till.
All right. You just thought it was a little bit odd that something so awful, just out of the blue like that, just happened to this poor fellow.
Yeah. Martin was like, that's a good thing I wasn't 2 steps to the left.
Yeah.
That would have been me. That would have made a mess of my outfit.
So, on your way back, there's, you talk to a few of your fellow nobles, just small talk, and they're talking about the shortage of, being able to find good tailors and...
Might be an epidemic in the city pretty soon.
Epidemic of tailors.
Where did you get such fine armorware?
Perhaps I'll reveal my secret someday.
Start a new fashion trend.
Yeah, leg warmers on his arms.
They're pretty with stripes and everything.
I'm a maniac.
That's so long. Oh my god.
So, Dave, what you doing?
I guess I'm gonna go hit the streets and try and ask around for this mysterious warehouse.
Von Aschenbeck warehouse?
Yeah.
You got them all over the place. He's probably got 10 or 12 warehouses.
Okay, but there was one that
Nobody can find.
nobody can find. Like none of his men.
Why don't we go ask Aschenbeck about it?
Well, remember, there's the Aschenbeck Bravados who are currently supporting a large amount of the police in town right now.
Okay.
And then a direct command of Rona Malcolm.
It's interesting that
One thing left to drink.
his bravos are the majority of the police, and yet he got arrested.
Mm-hmm.
One of his second in command is trying to take over.
Yeah.
Yeah.
well, what's
What
his-
do we know of his whereabouts.
Of the second in command?
Yeah.
You can ask around the low side.
Yeah, you're probably going to be able to get information easier than us.
Make a focal roar.
So Brenner's the one in jail?
Aschenbeck.
Aschenbeck.
Brenner's the second in command.
Oh, Brenner's the second in command. And that's the room we got into.
Werner is his name. Werner. Markheim.
Oh, not Brenner, but Werner.
Werner.
Why did we
3
do
successes. Did I need to do any black?
Did you do any purples?
I did 1 purple.
That's fine. Brenner was supposedly the author of this book that describes Aschenbeck's heresy. Was the name, supposedly the person who was brutally murdered, although there's hardly enough blood to be found.
Why is there a half-naked guy on your computer screen?
Because I'm looking up fashion armbands for men.
Oh Lord! Here comes the artwork. It'll be up on the internet in no time. You find out at the Castle Rock coaches that Graf Wolfgang does a lot of business with Castle Rock. He's got a home here in the city. He's got business interests throughout the far north, south of Zeldorf and Null. Look for the Brook and Tree Crest on a wagon. That's his mark. He's got a warehouse here in the Freiburg. He probably doesn't visit it much. At the Prospect, the von Aschenbecks are well-known, quite respectable family, that they've got extensive business industry interests. The Bravos wear that symbol. Wolfgang was a frequent visitor in his younger days to the Prospect. It was his custom, along with several of his friends, to spend time in the saloon and bar before embarking on an evening's entertainment in the city. Since the birth of his daughter, though business interests have taken up more of his time, the evenings have become less frequent and probably more dignified.
Look up fashionable arm sleeves.
You also find out that he's a devout Ulrican. He's given sizable donations to the cult of Ulrich. He and his daughter attend services regularly. And a Verinian says that he only occasionally calls upon the priests of Verena to bless contracts and deals. Most of his day-to-day affairs are handled by Werner Markham, who's not a regular visitor to the temple. And due to the laws of inheritance that govern his home estate, it is Wolfgang's daughter who stands to inherit everything, and the poor girl is beset by suitors. You don't hear a lot about Markham otherwise.
Did you know this?
Sorry. Jamie's writing it down.
Quit looking at the...
No, this is what I put on the website.
Oh my god.
That looks good.
Yeah. Did you go with the fall colors? Did you go with? Okay.
It's like I'm more of a summer.
That's...
Okay.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Oh, look. What about that one?
No, forget it. No,
Did you see that one?
You do
Have
find
the
out
tattoo
about
on
a
his arm.
pox-scarred lady. There's a forger that stays at a place called Halfway House. The pox-scarred lady is the same one, supposedly, that would have let you into that one room where supposedly somebody got murdered.
Brenner's room.
Yes.
Jamie, read back what you put down now.
Werner Markham has also been seen arguing with Lady Margit lately. She never leaves the house, which doesn't leave the house a very good mark.
Brenner authored book Aschenbeck's Heresy. There's Devout Ulrican.
Wait, he authored what?
Book Aschenbeck's Heresy, if I recall correctly.
Okay.
Brenner was supposedly an investigator that was finding out information about von Aschenbeck.
I seem to remember that.
But what was the second in command?
I remember that too, but I don't know why.
What's
Werner Markheim.
Oh, Markheim. Okay, sorry. Okay, sorry. Okay. Go ahead, Jamie.
And then the Graf Wolfgang, he has the broken tree crest. And Wolfgang's daughter is set to inherit.
Wait, Wolfgang's daughter or Aschenbeck's daughter?
It sounded like he said Wolfgang's daughter.
Wolfgang von Aschenbeck.
Oh, that's the same person. Okay.
Oh, that's brown. Modelo.
No, that's Negra.
Gra. Modelo. When you're drunk, it's just fucking Modelo.
Okay, cool.
Are these notes available right now, Dave? Or
No, I can't get on the website, so
you're just typing them up?
yeah, I'm just putting it on a Word doc for right now. I could share it with you.
Nah.
Yeah, Jay has sent
So
you.
I will have try to heal also at some point.
All right, you stop down at the local tavern.
Oh, I was gonna say.
Well, we have
do it
our
in the morning.
we have our
so
yeah.
make that
the-
I can
roll.
try and heal too.
So what do I roll?
You get 2 bonus yellows to your heal check because of his assistance.
And the heal check is
you have a crit, so it's 2 purples.
It's a resilience check
That's
to see if you
resilience.
heal your
resilience. Okay.
If you do first aid,
You've been expert at
can get
this
bonus.
point.
I
It's like
know.
3 blues, 2 yellow,
2 purple.
2 purple. I thought there was a light in there for some reason.
I would think if I'm having a doctor perform, it's
Well, you're going to get splints and bandages too. How's that work again?
Oh,
I'll look it up for you.
oh, good. I don't have a clear view.
Gentlemen, check
It's
out
an action, splints and bandages.
Okay.
I use that term loosely. Check out these new armbands I just purchased.
Looks like women's undergarments.
you know how I
The
know
legs.
you're gay.
No, really, there's so many ways. Just watch, it'll be a new fashion trend.
Oh, that just allows you to ignore a critical wound. It doesn't actually heal.
Okay.
So just make a regular check.
Oh, really? Splints and bandages doesn't. Oh.
2 successes.
What's your severity?
And I have a ruptured spleen is 2, and the broken nose is 3.
So get rid of the
Spleen.
The spleen.
Oh, your spleen
Or it
finally
doesn't get
heals.
rid of it. It turns it into
Turns
a
it into
normal
a normal
wound.
But I did have 2.
Let me try casting
Bang.
mending beaver on you.
Well, I'd say that you suffer 1 wound, but you've healed your crit. Or you can put a black to your next healing check. Which would you prefer?
I'll just go ahead and go from 9 to 10.
Okay. All right. So now you're just stuck with how many crits?
1.
What's your insanity? Everybody's got 1.
Where's my insanity? Corruption.
Did we stick it
It's
to
on
your...
the top.
It's probably on your...
Oh, my insanity
Table
is
10.
Thrill Seeker.
So I can heal you for 2 normal wounds and 1 stress and 1 fatigue, which you probably were all good anyway.
What does your thrill seeker make you want to do?
Just
Have fun tonight.
go for it.
Okay.
Gamble. Basically, you just can't get enough. The more dangerous, the better.
The forger is probably by herself at the halfway house. The woman. The pox-scarred woman.
With the sexy gap in her teeth.
Is that the? Were you saying that was the gal that showed us to the room?
And back at the Draken, the room had been cleaned up, rented out to a down-on-his-luck Kislevites gambler. Pox-scarred lady's nowhere to be seen. Inquiries on her hits a stone wall. Other than this, the current landlord, built like a keg of beer and a hooked nose like a tap, explains that he was asked to close down for the day while his premises were swept for vermin on the day that that you guys discovered the book. He's even got an official-looking document to prove it. Make a 3D observation check.
So if you're going by yourself?
He's just thrill-seeking.
He thinks he's an investigator now.
Can I use Keen Vision?
Yes.
And you said 3.
Yep. 3
black.
purples.
Oh, 3. Oh, good lord.
Yeah, you probably won't get a chaos score.
If you do, that won't be your first insanity.
Any black?
No. So only guest stars canceled.
So 1, 2, and then those.
So you got a success and 1 Bairn.
Yeah.
You find some suspicious facts about the official-looking document, namely that its wax seal has the Middenheim wolf facing the wrong direction. The handwriting looks very much like the handwriting you recall that was in Brenner's journal. The landlord's never heard of anyone named Brenner. Certainly has never had anyone like that staying with him.
Somebody's setting somebody up. Where's the pot?
She stays at it's a place called the Halfway House.
Okay. So, investigator, you think we might want to chat with this?
Well, we're not there.
Yeah, you went by yourself.
Oh, right. I go back
You
to.
just need to make a discipline check. Go ahead, 2 pickles.
Great. Jeez.
You don't say.
So, don't we have
That would
an
be no.
appointment with the high priest today?
So you're pretty
Yes,
darn
we
tempted
do.
to go check out this lead all by yourself.
All right.
So you seek out to find the Halfway House. Meanwhile, priest of Morr, Bairn. So Bairn, you can't have children. What? What are you gonna do?
You want to go check out Aschenbeck?
Yeah, let's do that. Let's go talk to him.
See what the hell's going on with him?
Yeah.
Okay.
So von Aschenbeck's held in a clean but secure cell beneath the Temple of Arena.
Nice.
Access is restricted.
Should I do the talking?
Yes, a successful, charming,
Oh, yes.
guileful, or intimidating check may be able to convince the priest of Arena to allow you to see him.
Yeah, try not to badger the priest of Arena. I don't think I've ever heard a badger sound like a dove.
How many purple?
To do that.
2.
Oh, yeah, like
11.
like 14 successes.
Oh, and 1 black because you hate priests.
Except for me, because I promised to bury you or throw you off the cliff.
He promised when it came time he would put the pillow over your face.
So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
And I'd make sure your aunt followed you or went first.
Yeah.
6, 7. 7 successes.
That's not enough.
To get the male priest to take his pants off.
Yes, you may know me.
You may have your way with
I'm
me.
sure rumor has preceded me throughout town. I am Lord Melched from Averheim.
Yes, Your Majesty.
We require to see Mr. Aschenbeck, or whatever his name is.
We've heard that you're up for elector count of Averheim. Being the hero of Averheim and all.
Yes.
Yes. Much justice was brought the entire time you're there. We're thinking about making you an honorary priest of Arena.
We'll consider that.
You have to make a discipline check to overcome your hatred of priests.
Desire to strangle. Wow, he's
1 purple.
complimenting you.
2 successes.
Okay, good. So nothing sneaks out.
We will discuss that at a later time.
All right.
I have other pressing business to attend to.
All right. So, one of the priest brings you down to the basement, and in typical Varanian manner, as he's walking down the hall, he's doing this. Their symbol's an owl or something. So,
They all
anyways,
have a twitch.
so they point to a cell door. Just a plain wooden door with 3 bars in it and a hole, and there's a guy sitting there with a candle, and his head's down in his hands. His once fine noble clothing is crumpled and torn and stained.
Please let us in.
He says, "Do you want to go in?"
Do you guys want to go in?
He's a murderer.
Open
Yeah,
the door.
we'll go in.
All right. You going to say the last rites over him?
Yes.
Would you mind if I watch?
Yes. It's a very private ceremony. Are you family?
But you're going to let them watch.
They're here as witnesses. Are you family? I don't see a resemblance.
You convince him. He steps out, sits down in the hallway.
This Ashevek is totally fallen from grace then, basically. I mean, he was like...
He was his second in command seems to have totally railroaded him out of
That's
away.
what I'm guessing, yeah.
And he's going to set to scoop in and take the daughter and the fortune.
From behind. As you would. I don't mean take from behind, I mean take
Really?
from behind. You
Oh,
know, like in the
okay.
shadows, not from behind.
Okay.
Let's strike about minute 54.
Clarify that for the
record.
podcast.
Just to let you know. At 32 minutes,
Yeah.
edit.
Well, it got me thinking as I was listening to the last one, and then when you listen to those other podcasts, those lesser ones, they're more focused. Like, they don't get a lot done. Well, we don't get a lot done, but I don't know.
Yeah, we're having fun.
Okay, so he doesn't even bother to look up.
Yeah.
He's just like, I just ate not too long ago.
We're not here to feed you, Ashenbeck.
Why so glum?
He looks up, startled, falls over on his stool, seeing the priest of Morr standing there, and is like, I haven't even been convicted yet.
No. He's not.
We're not here to remove you.
Am I to be executed down here?
If you answer our questions,
Then I'll be executed?
if you answer our questions accurately, then we won't have to execute you.
Yet.
As my companion said, yes.
Tell me, how's my daughter doing?
Where is your daughter?
She's gone missing?
Do you have to answer a question with a question?
Why would you ask me if I have to answer a question with a question?
So you're saying you do want to be executed now before the trial?
You speak of his daughter. Who is this daughter of yours?
Margit, my daughter.
Parakeet?
My only daughter.
And what about her? What is significant about her?
Could you please turn your vibrator off before you come?
I can't be watching men's clothing and a vibrator.
He has vibrating underwear on right now.
I thought it was an electric toothbrush till I found out what was really vibrating in the drawer.
No, it's a massager.
One of them neck massage things.
Oh! It's stuck on!
And what is the significance of your daughter?
I need to make sure that she's okay.
What's the second man's name?
I've been falsely accused of this, don't you think?
Brenner.
No, it's not Brenner. It's
It's
Werner Markham.
Werner Markham.
Why have you come? Are you here to execute me or
No,
give me
we're
my
here
last
to find
rites?
out.
we're here to find out why you're here.
Well, you don't know why I'm here.
We know.
Well, we know what the official reason.
we
is.
know the official, but not the. Logically, there's no reason for you to be here.
Oh, back up. So we were sent here to investigate him for other reasons, though?
Yes.
Yes, to find out.
Initially, we thought he. Time out.
Yeah.
Initially, we thought he was like the nefarious one behind all the sabotage back in Averheim.
Yeah, with
But we still don't know
with the
that yet, though,
gunpowder.
do
We don't know that yet, but
Well,
it
we're
seems
kind of-
like his second in command is the one that was running the show, and
Because
perhaps
there was-
is now
An obvious setup.
shoving his boss out of the way so he can take over the operation.
Okay.
Where's
Where's Markheim?
yeah?
Probably running business as usual, wouldn't you think?
Probably. Don't you think he's been doing a little bit more than that?
I don't know. What do you think? You've been outside longer than I have.
Well, surely you have your suspicions of him.
Really, I don't really have any suspicions of him. Why would you think I'd have suspicions of him?
Because he pretty much is managing your entire financial network.
Well, somebody has to do it. I mean, Roderick isn't capable, is he?
Of all the dealings that you've had, you finally just happened to get unlucky and have so much evidence piled against you that they could arrest you for murder?
It's probably that...
You own 3/4 of the police.
It's probably that Graf Frederick bringing false charges against me.
He's not in town to bring false charges against you.
He doesn't have to be here, does he?
No.
He's just going to send some random person to bring charges against you with no evidence?
Isn't that how it works?
And Graf Frederick's from Averheim, right?
Yes. He's the guy who told you to come here and investigate.
Generally, to be arrested, there would need to be some kind of evidence.
Plus, he doesn't have any jurisdiction here.
What is the evidence? Do you even know?
Yeah,
I was just arrested at the orders of some woman witch hunter and brought down here. Do you know who she is?
Yes.
This bald-headed witch hunter?
With a hook hand?
Does she have a hook hand?
I think she has multiple attacks.
I hear it's for scratching her back, though.
You think this is a time to joke? My life is on the line. My daughter could be fatherless.
Where was your daughter last? Was she at your estate?
Of course she was at my state. Would you think she would have left? Have you asked Roderick where she is?
And who's Roderick?
Certainly. Somebody of more refined social skill, such as yourself, you are...
I am Lord Martin.
I figured that you were a royal inquisitor or something. Certainly you know who Roderick is, wouldn't you?
He was the...
I don't remember.
Lord Martin, did the prisoner just insult me?
Yes.
No, I don't think so.
If he spoke that way to a noble, would it have been insulting?
Of course.
Okay.
Well, Roderick? I'm out of character here a little bit. I'm going a blank.
You don't know who Roderick is.
Yeah.
We don't. I don't think we've
Have any idea who Roderick is?
Yeah.
So, of course, you know who Roderick is, then.
You've been to the house, of course.
Yes.
Do you know how an investigation works, my lord?
Yes, it was explained to me by the priest of Arena. Did you manage to bring one in with you?
Yes.
They're
yes.
very good at interpreting these things, are they not?
Yes. Now, did they interrogate you?
They didn't even ask me any questions. Why would you think they wouldn't ask me any questions?
Because
They told me that the witch hunter had pretty much already sealed my doom, and that the entire trial is going to be a complete farce. Well, why would they do such a thing?
Perhaps
Speaking more of
because
as Roderick.
You know, maybe we should just do what you say and not get any answers from you. Just go to your house and see what your daughter's doing.
Or who your daughter's doing.
You're not there.
Echoes down the hall from the scumbags down the hall. Or what she's doing. Or who.
So speaking more of as Roderick, please. Refresh my memory.
My steward handles all the affairs at the manor house. You don't know him? You just stop down here into these dungeons to talk to me?
yes, because
Are you the guard?
am I the guard?
You're dressed in armor and carrying a weapon. I presume you're protecting these two from insults on the street?
I sometimes deign to protect him, but
But sometimes chainmail gloves find his face anyway.
The rule is always protect your priest of Morr first, is it not? Because you have to have someone to lay their hands over your dead body to take you on to the gloom realm.
well,
But is it,
Wouldn't you know this as a guard?
I've been around this priest of Morr enough to know he can take care of himself.
But it's the nobility that makes this world turn, as we all know.
Right.
So, Ashenback,
stagnate.
look, here's the thing. Seems like you've been railroaded, you've been set up, you're a patsy, you're going to take the fall for somebody else. We can try and help you.
How
if
can you be
want.
so sure? Have you been talking to this witch hunter? Are you on her side?
you idiot! Did you kill somebody?
I did not kill anyone. Not that I know of. Why would you think that I'd kill
So
somebody?
then, the term railroaded would be that somebody is pushing this upon you.
What is this railroad you speak of?
This carriage
Excuse
road.
me. It's a dwarven
steam-powered
invention
contraption.
that
You bring engineers to my trial?
Listen, I'm going to be completely honest here. We don't care if you live or die.
Especially since you're just another stupid noble.
In fact, we're kind of hoping you do die at this point.
But first, we would like to know where your warehouse is that nobody seems to know where it's at.
Let me spell it out for you. I have 9 warehouses in this city.
Where's the 10th one?
I don't have a 10th warehouse. I have warehouses. Do you have a map?
Yes. Underneath the
Don't you
chips.
carry around the map? Who has the map?
I have the map.
All right. So you plink down this map of all of this, and he's got maps. Or he's got. He's like, I have one here. I have one here. I have one here. I have one there. I have 2 at the front gate. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yes. And I have one here. That makes 7. There's number 8. And of course, I have one more at this gate here at the alt market. That makes 9.
Is there a locale where Markheim happened to store special valuables that you didn't want certain people to know about?
Why wouldn't I want my valuables?
Well, certain items that might be...
Are you implying that I'd be dealing in dirty deeds?
I'm not implying. I'm just...
No, he's straight out asking if you're smuggling shit in.
I don't smuggle anything to Midnight. Why would you think I'd do that?
Why would the
Well, because
commissioner
you're
think you
under
killed
arrest
somebody?
for murder.
We're simply interrogating you, sir.
I'm not being arrested for smuggling, am I?
You know, smuggling.
By the way, you guys remember that Werner Markham has been associated with some kind of warehouse in the Freiburg, and he marked everywhere on the map except for the Freiburg.
Your second has been to a warehouse, supposedly of yours, in the Freiburg, which that would be a 10th warehouse because none of the markings you put.
I'm
are
completely in tune with my business. I'm certain I have no warehouse in the Freiburg.
You are not completely
But
in
you're not
tune
the
because
one-
you delegate everything to Markheim.
He gives me all the relevant information. I mean, wouldn't you trust somebody to take care of your extra deeds? I mean, I presume that the deeds of a soldier are probably not that in depth compared to perhaps someone who's
We're going to need a letter
causing
of
the empire to
introduction.
grow and become more powerful. I mean, you are in your own way. I mean, your own little, small, tiny, microscopic little way. But
We're going to need a letter of introduction.
are you guys
to your
working
steward.
for Graf Frederick? Is that the deal?
No.
Do you guys
we-
have that badge
Do we look
on?
like we have
Graf
badges? Do we
Frederick.
look like we have badges?
By authority of Graf Frederick.
You guys have those badges,
it's like
remember?
A long,
Yeah.
it's like draped down to
Yeah.
my knees. You know?
Yeah, remember we were waving them at the
That's right.
innkeeper.
Yeah, who
but
couldn't
I'm not
read.
wearing them. Why would you think that we're working for?
Why are you asking me more questions? Shouldn't you be